Hello, I'm Marilyn Monaghan, and this is day 2 of this great adventure where we're talking about building leaders overseas, internationally, and developing programs that are adaptable and appropriate for that culture. So today we're going to be talking about what I call my framework. And my framework is something that comes from within me. It's not a framework that's outside that people put on me. It's how I'm created to be. It's who I'm designed to be. It's my purpose. It's how I look at life here on planet Earth. It's my eternal perspective. We each have a certain amount of time here on Earth, and so it's really great, whatever it is you're doing and whatever you're planning on doing overseas, make sure that it's in alignment with who you are and who you're created to be. It will make all the difference in the world. And so yesterday I talked about how I just do the next thing I see, and I just do that. And it seems like real simple and kind of a bit crazy, but it's actually, I do that within this framework of my eternal perspective. I know what's important to me. I know who I am and who God's made me. And if I try to be someone else, it doesn't work because I'm unique. I'm Marilyn Monaghan, and you are you, and you are unique. So even Jesus, he did what I'm mimicking, not as well as he did it, but he saw what the Father was doing, and he did that. So he just did the next thing. And then all those next things, he lived the perfect life, and he completed this purpose here on the planet so that he could have an opportunity to bring us back with him. He accomplished his purpose. And so we may not accomplish our purposes perfectly, but when we're living in alignment with who we are and the framework of the fact that right now we have time here on this planet to sow seeds, to do things that are in alignment with who we are and what we're called to do, and we do those things in that way, then it lines up really well. Our path is smoother. There's hard times and there's challenges along the way, but when you're walking with him, as like Jesus, he saw what the Father was doing, and he was able to do it all perfectly. So just to give you a little bit of a background, I have lots of experience growing up going to funerals. I went to about 6 to 8 funerals during a 3-year period of time when I was a kid. And so, we had a great celebration of a person's life, but it was over. And then even personally, when I was 3, I almost died, and the same thing when I was 25. And so I know our time is limited. So when you realize that there's a certain amount of time and you have things to do, and he is created you to be a certain reflection of him, and just coming in alignment with that eternal perspective, it makes it easier. We're sowing here, and we will reap a lot of good stuff here. We'll influence people here. We'll do a lot of fun things and great things here. But in the future, in eternity, it will actually be even better. I don't know what it'll be, but he says that he has great things in store for us there. And so I just want to put this all in perspective, that we do the next thing and we live within our purpose of who we are. And that way, if we're working overseas, especially in a different culture, we have that in mind, that we're going to adapt to their culture, we're going to be ourselves, and we'll be able to accomplish whatever it is that he has called us to do, whether we're here or there. So thank you so much for joining me today to learn a little bit more about working internationally, and we'll get more specific about other topics as we go along. So thank you for joining me, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.